We are tracking two major stories tonight that we have been tracking since this weekend. The first is a quadruple homicide that happened in Kellogg, Idaho on Sunday. The second, a mass shooting at the Gorge Amphitheater campground. We received major updates in both cases within the last few hours tonight. KREM 2's Kyle Simchuk joining us now with the latest from the Gorge, where we now know the names and conditions of the victims and the shooter. Kyle?
Well, Mark, we've also learned that the gunman was shot and taken into custody by an undercover Moses Lake detective working the event over the weekend. Tonight, we're also learning more about the two women killed and what may have led up to the shooting. Tonight, new details in the mass shooting at the Gorge Amphitheater, which left 2 dead and 2 injured. Authorities identifying the gunman as 26-year-old James Kelly, an active duty member of the U.S. Army based out of Joint Base Lewis McChord in western Washington. Among the dead, 26-year-old Jocelyn Ruiz and her fiancé, 29-year-old Brandy Escamilla, both registered nurses in Seattle, according to a GoFundMe set up by the family, who say Ruiz had a kind soul and was willing to go out of her way to help anyone in need. Tonight, we're also hearing from a family attorney who says it's possible the two women were killed trying to help a domestic violence victim.
They did not know the suspect.
Authorities say the gunman was with a 20-year-old woman who was also shot and taken to the hospital. So was August Morningstar, a fourth victim in the shooting, who spoke with KREM from his hospital bed.
The guy hopped out and pointed his gun at me.
Morningstar was shot in the shoulder and ran for his life.
I gotta survive so I can see my daughters and my daughters can have a dad. I didn't want them not having a father.
Authorities say the suspect was shot by Moses Lake Police Detective Edgar Salzar, who was working undercover at the Beyond Wonderland Festival. Kelly was treated at Sacred Heart and is now in the Grant County Jail. Tonight, police also revealing that a crowd management services employee is lucky to be alive. Detectives say the 61-year-old woman working security rode up to the shooting on a UTV. The gunman fired a single shot which went through the windshield and struck the side of her face, shattering her glasses. That worker was treated for cuts and bruises at the scene. Kelly is scheduled to make his first court appearance tomorrow afternoon. We will have a crew in the courtroom and bring you all the details as we continue to follow this story. Mark?
Kyle, thank you very much. Now to the latest update out of Kellogg, Idaho. The man accused of shooting and killing 4 of his neighbors, including a juvenile, sits behind bars tonight after making his first court appearance today. And that's when prosecutors said 31-year-old Major John Kaler admitted to the killings. We also obtained the court documents from the case. KREM 2's Kyle Simchuk spent time looking through those as well. He breaks them down tonight.
Just before 7:30 p.m. this Sunday, police in Kellogg received multiple reports of shots fired. Detectives were on scene within 4 minutes and found a family of 4 shot to death. Detectives say they were all shot in the head at close range. Outside the 2-story apartment, they found 31-year-old Major John Kaler. According to court docs, he told detectives he killed his 4 neighbors, including 18-year-old Devin Smith, who Kaler and his wife claim exposed himself through a window in front of their young daughters days before. Smith was killed along with his 16-year-old brother, mom, and grandfather. According to court documents, Kaler said he was upset the 2 adults didn't seem to take his concerns seriously when he confronted them. Kaler's wife told detectives she witnessed the teen expose himself on June 13th. Court docs show Kellogg police were called to the home to investigate. On the day of the shooting, Kaler's wife said she was standing near her husband and heard the gun go off, then saw the teen's mom and grandfather fall to the ground. They were found outside the apartment. Smith and his 16-year-old brother were found in different areas of the apartment. Court docs show police found blood and human tissue on the gun, consistent with a close-range shot. Kaler's wife told detectives he asked her to tell their children he protected them. She then overheard him talking on the phone, saying he had killed 4 people.
That was Kyle Simchuk reporting. We have been tracking both of these stories for several days now, but there are still questions, more questions to be answered, so we will continue to bring you any developments as we learn them. In the meantime, for a look back at our coverage this week, just head to our website. That's KREM.com.